Hello everyone, Chandler here. Today I'm going to be showing you my tips and tricks to nose Manny nollie flip on a handboard. So this isn't really a how-to video on how to do this trick. This is my tips and tricks on how to make it better. So I'm going to be sharing with you how I do this trick and what I've noticed I do every time and what I do when it's good. Before you comment below, where did you get your handboard, or where can I get a handboard, or can I have your handboards? I get mine from redemptionfb.com. I am a handboard writer for Redemption, and I think they're the best handboards out there right now. They're amazing quality and they last a freaking long time. So if you guys want a handboard, I would check them out. Link to them is in the description below, like it always is. So for nollie flipping out of the nose manual, I have my front hands like this, where all three fingers are in this part of the board here, just on the nose, and my ring finger is kind of just on the tip right there, and it's very just the finger movement is all you're doing, is all I do, I guess, for this trick. To where I'm in the nose manual here, I'm just pushing like that. Backhand is very similar. I do 3 fingers or 2 fingers depending on how I catch the nose Manny, and then it's kind of pointed towards this bottom left bolt. My middle finger is, and then it's just going that way. And again, it's kind of the whole hand movement. It's not much with it. It's just like that. If you want the board to flip faster, you add some of that movement to it, but it's just the whole hand kind of going. Kind of like a Sam Tabor, whatever he does that. So as you're nose manualing across your obstacle, wait till you get to the very end, of course, to do your nollie flip to get out of it. Don't wait too long to where your nose misses and you hit kind of that and you get like a sloppy no pop nollie flip. Wait till the very last second so you can pop on the obstacle itself, pushing forward with your hands so it keeps the board going in that forward momentum, and the back handle will stay still as the board gets dragged forward, but don't let it stay too far back because it's going to be hard to get back onto the board. And if you can, it'd be really cool if you can pop it, flip it, and then get your hand back up and catch it before it lands on the ground. So if you could see that nose Manny nollie flip from that angle, my front hand should have stayed above the board quite a bit. My back hand should barely have moved. It shouldn't have done much of this. It should be maybe a wrist movement or a shoulder movement during the nollie flip. The more movement you do with your back hand, the more fast it's going to flip, so you don't have to do too much. When you first start, of course, you're going to have to mess with different amounts of pushing with your fingers and how much flip you're going to get until you realize what's I guess, normal and comfortable for you. And during the nose manual, there's a natural bounce in the balance of the trick. So as you ollie on, or whatever trick you do it into it, you get in and your tail is at its highest point and your back hand is just catching it. Doesn't really matter where it is right now. And your fingers are on there, so as you bounce down, you can adjust as much as you need because this hand is not doing much anymore. And your wrist can bring up, so it's getting ready to pounce back down. Not pounce, but getting ready to slap back down. So you get in, you get there, and you're ready. You bounce and push as hard as you can. It's a quick snap. The slower you do that movement, the worse that pop is going to be. And your front hand just pushes it forward, just like you would a nollie. For me, the hardest part of the nose Manny nollie flip is not the nollie flip. I personally think nollie flips are easier when you're in a nose Manny because your tail or your nose is already that close to the ground and you can pop and be very quick and ready to go. When you're all the way flat like this, you have to pop a lot more to get that nollie flip action. The hardest part for me is the ollie into the nose Manny because I don't ollie that much in handboarding. And you don't whenever doing a lot of crazy tricks. No one wants to see just ollies. So usually trade flip or kick flip or hard flip into something, and that's a little more consistent for me than a regular ollie. So what I would suggest you get good at in trying to do a good nose Manny is being able to ollie and have your hand on the board somewhere. It doesn't matter where. Like right now my hands are placed like this. I could do a nollie flip out of this. It's not going to be very good, but in the action of nose manualing I can adjust in that middle section of the nose Manny and then flip out when I'm ready. So get your hands on the board somewhere. And more weight obviously in the front hand, the back hand still catching it so it doesn't just do this. Just get on it, that's all you have to do. One of the things I struggled with when I first started this trick was getting the nollie flip up higher. And I would nose Manny, I could learn that and figure it out, and then doing the nollie flip I knew how to do those. But it would look kind of like that. It would bang across the top on the way out, or it would land it, but I would hit something on the way down. And it just wasn't very poppy and wasn't very pretty, wasn't very controlled. So what I did to fix it, not intentionally, I just kind of stumbled across it, was doing a lot of nose manis and then just nollieing out very big. Having your hand, backhand, stay where it needs to be for a nollie flip. When you pop, it moves forwards to just catch the whole board like that. So it has no option to flip and no option to not land back on it. And as I did that a lot, I got used to just how fast that pop is as you push forwards to get yourself clear of the whole obstacle, and with your backhand to level it out and your front hand to lift up so it can level out properly. And that's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite things to do. Same thing with like fakie, going out of it. So once I got that, flipping out was a lot easier just because I knew how hard to pop and when it was going to be, what's natural for me, I guess the height of the nose maybe, where that's going to be the popping action. So that's all the tips I can think of for this trick right now. Let me know in a comment if you're struggling with this trick and what you're struggling with in particular with it. I'm just going to show you a couple different angles of me doing nose mani nollie flips. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and God bless.